ahodo aba form ho no enya de a eye papa enti ene ya jebre se pese omode nchiremu ebre quickly na etimnya gidie ni ahotoso nyasa ebia na wudi nkoma na ankoboa. It is important say uhu se na se report bi api obi ade nchiremu obi ade ntiase eba but ebe yesi ebe nchiremu na free onum. Dr. Philip Abredu Otu, Head of Research, Bank of Ghana. Doc, away, Mahan Naboko, dear.
Boko.
Doc, yada say, we did him some of the Jama, Brennan in Hosa, na, and some other trouble in terms of the Musa, Ebiana, Yakochimua, and Yanekwa, Sono. Ye King Kai, a year annual report 2022, be a arbitrage Bank of Ghana for report, Bino. Adeba Kwa, a bit ya, ordinarily, will be a bit worried. The losses in 2022. Ediane Manebasa.
You Medase. Yes, we are that say more free Babaji in Chumu and son about Yakwabo Yakokata. But the big kind of like I say, loss that you know where you balance sheet so no. Losses mean it's the domestic debt exchange program now. A buying year, you know. Someone can say domestic debt exchange program now. They are buying year and say one now Omukita government of Ghana instruments now. A buying say Monfa instrument number. Now this will mean a new instrument with a new value, with a new interest rate, and then a new tenor. You can't tenor, let's say, a MENA essay instrument, you know, econo. A buying back, I say, okay, maybe 10 years account. Interest rate now, essay, a buying chia or instrument, you know, so no. A buying can say instrument, you know, and yet no more. 30% na Cristiano mean transfer about 15% to the individual who lose income. Ye in Bank of Ghana, so yet hano ye kitasa instruments no be. There were two types of instruments. There were bako, your friend non-marketable, and there were bako, your friend marketable. Marketable no, to me the code jum tong enya. Sika, if he marketable instruments, no so non-marketable, no, to me from Kojum. Mamichu, a bit to say non-marketable, no, yeah. I said, COVID, no buy, you know. You issue bond of 10 billion. Basically, what we did, let's say, yeah, my government to cut 10 billion, and a government to buy paper with a face value of 10 billion. Paper not say with the moka, with your moka. Now, COVID bond, no, to me, saying COVID being cotton. It is our COVID bond, no, any other bonds, in fact, the Ushemwa, that non-marketable instruments, no, a call as far back as 1992. You will be to say tall bonds, you will be to say Malaysian. The Malaysian government got into some kind of transaction under Ghana Telecom. There was some overdrawn balances that existed on our books from 92. Some overdrawn balances in the same year, overdrawn balances they converted into a bond. Let us say government being a cash. There were two types of instruments, marketable and non-marketable. That two types of instruments in there you can a bank castle. Now, Yamana, hello.
Pacho with you.
Yamana, a bank castle. Marketable instruments, you know, but I haircut. I said, yeah, domestic debt exchange, you know, also a haircut, which I say, operation 100, a bank. Becca said, Debbie, since you are principal, and 100.
Doctor Wahoma, let me say, Ujina baby, Kakramaya, Nanki Meti and Yibi. Yen try say, Yebesa, and Penya or Casa Free Bank of Ghana. Dr. Philip Abredu Otu. Na wetima chene sim na fiyensu yetime busa ne sema SF tabaka cho so cooking cancer report na udu baby a okanya say motor and vehicle maintenance running 131,586,000 na wadrena ayo kesene kakras na we dey the basa computer related expenses 67,987,000 and also ewo annual reporting ti clearly as I say otimi ma esanchire mu no na ko sambia yenso ewo nom no yenso yetimi edi abusa no doctor say otimenka you are back say otimenka Dr. Philip Abedi say otimenka yeah to awon komo no sumai
sorry impato ehifa na die
baby a wodu ye no eye aban enhihye odi aba haircut wansem no
yeah, marketable instruments no, any non-marketable instruments no. Non-marketable instruments no. Yes, 64.5 billion. A bank so and a bank 64.5. A year 32.4 or 32.5. If you transfer to 32.3, immediately we'll lose the car. Immediately when you car, but you time your man wait now so no time now year having discussions with the IMF now. You buy into the agreement say cocoa board loans are yet the cocoa board car any marketable instruments any non-marketable instruments now yet the best back and that a debt exchange. In fact, more kinds to say. Yes, IMF discussions in them. Nina was because right from the beginning say you decide you may now better impact. Now deciding to say Bank of Ghana pay residual. Bank of Ghana pay residual and say other restructurings Bank of Ghana any better. And the Bank of Ghana can you let me meet your debt sustainability thresholds long term. You see, when now we're part of the discussions that we had, you see, the market also say, in addition also now cocoa board also the car. You see, they agree with the IMF say a car cocoa board the a car government ADA, both on the marketable and non-marketable. You debate back debt exchange now you restructure instruments now. So offer marketable, offer non-marketable, now offer cocoa board. What the new loss from these three main items 3.1 billion. You see loss interest central bank misuse a domestic debt exchange and a big trade more central bank your main sources of income and at the bank.
But
no explaining why 53.1 billion. In addition, there were other factors. Loss a jump to 60.8 billion. On top of that 53.1 billion, there was another 5.2 billion. Price and exchange valuation effect. The exchange valuation effect, which is a company one asset and any liability. Crisis nearby, and my Bank of Ghana liabilities echoes, so you lose a lot of assets. What I say in 2022, your reserves go down significantly. Reserves no conformity and my liabilities the down something assets Then you begin exchange rate depreciation also. Because exchange rate depreciation assets and liabilities they are in foreign currency so value in CD terms and my liabilities a year more than the assets. It is straight away because the exchange rate has depreciated. Unya negative net liability on your balance sheet. The loss from exchange rate changes was 5.2 billion. I think so. Central Bank, you say, and say you're controlling inflation. Into your monetary policy operations are your more musika. And as Sika na ye trade economy no so that Sika number doors no then cost saying yamapi ye trade Sika Sika no uchia and so uchia interest rate and so also. Interest rate in kwa so yetua was 3.3 billion. Inti onia so what is 53 no eka 5.2 no ho eka 3.3 no ho already we do 60.8 billion. Sanyama way potty and Emma your balance sheet no call into that negative territory. Okay,
so Doc Philip Abradio to my you are suggesting that I buy a year in the domestic debt exchange program and 2 losses accrued from over time and 3 exchange rate and a diabedusa and pempensu diabeduana. Is that what you're suggesting? Hey, then Doc, how is this economy being run? Very serious.
In terms of message from all of this is that we must always ensure that your macro fundamental situation is very strong. Because of the macro situation that has impacted on our balance sheet this way. So we need to ensure sound macroeconomic policies. The macro situation was sound, exchange rate will not have moved and caused this 5.2 billion on our balance sheet.
But the macro conversation clearly, what it is telling me, maybe I may be getting it wrong, is that we are even going to experience bigger losses because still stability in the macro economy there. So our losses require a minimal for now. Is that the case?
Well, so it's start from the condition that we had in 2022. We share exchange rates seriously. I will say exchange rates stabilize. In fact, it's stabilizing. And we say also follow policies we might not see the exchange rate jumping significantly to cause such a problem again. And then the biggest one, which was the domestic debt exchange, a costly and balance sheet, 53.1 billion. Will we have another domestic debt exchange in 2023-2024 to significantly affect the balance sheet? I don't see that. Into macroeconomy also, I say yes, share inflation. I say yes, share exchange rate. I say yes, share interest rate. And Bank of Ghana, we are putting in corrective measures to streamline all these things and make sure that we return our accounts back to positive profit over time.
We'll get back to your account and the hope a better positive, but in that same report, you are reading that motor and vehicle maintenance running na yedi figure naba kakraka na wasaba computer related expenses as you the figure naba kakraka. Let's start with these two. How are we arriving at these huge figures?
But I
have it. 131. I have it. 131,586,000. Yeah.
So let me touch on the issue of the motor vehicle maintenance. Say you can't motor vehicle maintenance only. in Primprin, month for days, say, oh, a car, you have a workshop, and you have to see a car, and the car. Motor vehicle maintenance, it includes things like fuel, it includes things like insurance, it includes things like repair and miscellaneous, and then it includes things like regulatory license fees. Mami Chechemu, from 2019, the motor running the fuel expenses as a total of the total vehicle maintenance has hovered around 90%. So fuel expense is always very high in that category. So in 2019, now a 91.7%. In 2020, 90%. In 2021, it stayed around 90.6%. And then in 2022, a jump to 95%. But in terms of cities, now, in 2022, a jump from 55 million Ghana cedis to 124. This is only fuel, which is very significant. And also, but it should be said, a day petrol cost.
Of course, Doc.
For the petrol, the first factor, and they say, what can I say? In year 2022, petroleum prices jumped significantly. Okay. In 2021, on average, export prices are 5.8 Ghana cedis per liter. By the end of 2022, now it jumped to 11. It doubled. In fact, within that year, a Korea could do 17. Over diesel prices are in 2021 now 5.8. Diesel no jump at the end of 2022 they do 13. Diesel Korea in 2022 it could do 22.7. But when Rano was driven by international crude oil prices, which also jumped from $70 a barrel to $127 before it came down to 100. Into crude oil price effect, there was a huge jump But apart from petrol expenses, we must also remind ourselves that central bank now, your mandate, and we have a mandate to ensure that economic activity is possible. So apart from all these things, we are involved in what we call species movement. You move to all corners of the country. Mm-hmm. And some operation, trust me, a very, 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 very expensive operation and a very fuel intensive. But I think that amount for if you say jump in petrol 124 is all fuel expenses that bank the staff. I don't think so.
Hello.
Over 120 million Ghana.
Doc, me say what tail end of your conversation. Also, you think that what?
No, I'm saying that the fuel price increase. It's because crude oil prices are costly on the international market, which was passed down to the export prices. And I'm saying, central bank operations are very fuel intensive because we are involved in species movement. We move cash to all corners of the country to make sure, to carry out business. And this is what has driven all this.
Okay, Mate, what's our point, Nasi? Because the ordinary illusion figures now, Abia Sanchirimu way Maya. Now until once here, if you are seeing 131,586,000, it's not going to sink well, especially what you said, a maintenance of vehicle and a fuel out there running. and they could do sa height no.
Yes, there be.
Okay, so is this saying okay?
When I make an insurance,
my own said yes. My own that explanation no.
Yeah.
Exactly. Is this same explanation no applicable to computer related expenses or not?
Computer related expenses.
Yeah.
Mami Chow, what is happening to the bank also? Mami Chow, when you say banks now are expanding significantly, especially since the 2016 bank resolution, the bank has expanded. The bank has taken on more people. The risk that we see in the economy is very, very big, and as a result, we have expanded. So we brought on board new expertise. We brought on board people who understand risk. In the process, computers have come in. Everybody does things with computers. So it's part of the reason why we are seeing these increase. Supervision are increasing significantly because we want to maintain a stable financial system. If the banking supervision functions at also, we have financial stability. We have a new office called FinTech. And the FinTech, what is going on at the FinTech arena and the payment systems, you have no idea. We need machines to be giving us visibility to all sorts of transactions that are going on. Crypto transactions. Think about it. Never you cost 1 year and later, you lose and it can crash the economy.
So as you adjust in terms of expansion and then modern trends in keeping our finance and our everything alive, no, these are some of the costs that Ebeka in the midst of our expansion, no.
In the midst of our expansion, yes, all because we want to maintain a stable financial and payment system also.
Dr. Philip Abredotu, Majidi say as I say your best studio mommy din komono SLB other chapters to see, but the year of interest where these huge figures are fly, and we are grateful for the explanation. Still, your other areas be why you say I agree. We need to get further explanation on that. A really the Medubisia for these explanations, no. Now,
anytime the Amutuni Frey.
All right. Dr. Philip Abidu to me that's a certain chemu abre ya quickly Bank of Ghana kwaje sanche mu se na unhu eye enyamani bi da da dwaso ho ase na we disika we de ti petro nko ani we de say we nko ani sanche mu no ana quickly abeto eye edwa no